Good morning and happy Easter. This is Rebecca Simon Peter with Spiritual Mojo. 15 minutes to uplift your spirit, uphold your faith, and uphold your spirit. And boy, if anything will uphold your spirit, uplevel your faith, and uplift your consciousness, it's Easter. The whole idea of the resurrection is one of the most amazing things. I'm here in Naples, Florida, visiting with my mom and my dad. My dad is a lapsed Catholic. He'll really tell you he's an agnostic atheist, but slowly he's becoming spiritual, which is very interesting. I think it has something to do with the spiritual mojo connection. And there's something so magical about the resurrection and talking about Jesus's life, which my dad and I have been doing a lot of, and it's very neat. The thing I love the most about Easter is the sense of the miraculous. The sense of the miraculous. There is much about the Bible that um, is compelling. And the most compelling part of the Bible for me are the miracle stories, especially the stories of Jesus, his miracles of healing, his miracles of casting out demons, of overcoming dark forces, of always bringing people to a greater sense of themselves, of unity with God, and to the light. I love the stories of the multiplication of the loaves and fishes. I love the stories of the healings. I love the unexpected turn of events. But there's nothing that compares with the resurrection. And that's the ultimate co creation with the divine when we're dead and gone and there is no hope and God brings us back. Jesus is such a beautiful example of that. Every Sunday morning, my family has a Zoom meeting, and there's a lot of family members and a lot of people that participate. We heard a wonderful story today. One of my sisters in law, who is dealing with breast cancer for the second or third time, after praying with her a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, she said, I felt something happening. And when I woke up, I checked the site where the tumor had been, and it's smaller. I was like, wow, miracle. I watch my mom and my dad together. Now, you may have heard me say that my mom has ALS, and it's very advanced. And my dad has completely thrown his heart open to my mom and the sense of love that the two of them share. Even though my mom can't speak and can't move anymore, ALS is a terrible disease, the sense of love and communication and respect that's there after 63 years of marriage, I got to call that a miracle. Absolute miracle. Now, my mom's Jewish, my dad's Catholic. My dad has always been supportive of my mom with Judaism and bringing Judaism into the home. So they have, in the last week or so, celebrated Passover and Easter, and we've all learned to celebrate all of that with them. And so it makes our family very wide open in many ways to the many aspects of connection and religion and spirituality and ways of experiencing God, and increased our sense of wonder in the world. Rather than diminishing it, it has increased our sense of wonder. And so I'm coming to you with a great sense of pride in my family and appreciation and deep connection of what it means to experience miracles in a very intimate kind of way in one's own family and in one's own life. So I think what Jesus does for us is shares that big, broad expanse of possibility of what miracles could look like. And then each of us in our own way, even in the midst of very hard and dark times, can find those miraculous moments, those miraculous relationships, those miraculous turnarounds. You know, something about me and my family, I was gone for 20 years. I was gone from direct family contact for 20 years. And so the fact that I'm back, warmly embraced in my family, and beloved member of my family, that's a miracle. And the kinds of relationships that we all have, miraculous. So miracles happen on so many different levels in so many ways. Sometimes it'll look like there's no miracle here, there's no miracle possible here because of whatever the current circumstances look like. Hang in there, don't leave before the miracle happens. Because if you stick around long enough, there will be good. In fact, there may be great. In fact, there may be miraculous that comes out of your situation. I had a friend years ago when I was early in recovery who would say to me, "It ain't over till it's over, and it ain't over yet." She said, "It always turns out good." So if it's not good, it just means it's not over yet. And so I always remember that. Two things. One, it ain't over till it's over, and it's not over yet. And things always turn out good. So if it hasn't turned out good, it ain't over yet. And that good extends through life, beyond life, into life after death with God. The whole trajectory of life on this earth and beyond is available to us as we track the good, the great, and the miraculous in our lives. So I invite you to look around you, look at the people, the places, the situations that you find yourself in, the people and places and situations your life is interwoven with, and understand that you are there for a purpose. All the people in your life, all the situations, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, it's all there for a purpose and it's all unfolding. What I've noticed is that if I stay attuned to the prompting of the Holy Spirit in my life, that I will unfold and grow along with the situations in my life. And I will be on a journey that I couldn't predict, that I wouldn't trade, and that I'm never sure what's going to happen next. That's what life is like with God. That's exactly what life is like. So I encourage you to pay attention and stay tuned to the unfolding that's happening in you, through you, around you, with all the people, places, and things. And notice, where is God in this? Where is God in this? Where am I in this? Where is God in this? And I think you'll notice quite often when you tune in that there's a deep connection. I want to wish you and yours a beautiful, happy, blessed, holy Easter. Even if it looks like crapola where you are, hang in there, because if it's not good, it just means it ain't over, and it ain't over till it's over. So the story that gets told in the resurrection is hang in there till the miracle happens. It's coming. That's my message for you this Easter, and I'm so pleased that you're here. I hope that you'll be putting some comments in the comment section. I love reading what you have to say, and I didn't say this to begin with, but I love connecting with you folks on Sunday. Love the tribe that we're all a part of Spiritual Mojo. We're really co-creating miracles with God. We're really up-leveling our own consciousness, upholding our own spirits, practicing, working with God for our own spirits to be upheld, and for our faith to be expanded so that we can be of greater and greater service in the world, not just in the physical, but in the unseen as well. Working with the energies of light and love and resurrection and the miraculous, not only believing in Jesus, but believing like Jesus, because this is the end of our 40 days of apostleship journey. It's been a fabulous journey to be with you. And I want to invite you to stay tuned this week, because I think this week we're going to have a very special edition of Spiritual Mojo. On Thursday, I'm going to be interviewing some folks that have participated in the 40 days of apostleship. And they've got some great stories to tell about all the miracles that have unfolded in their lives as they have moved from that spiritual level of discipleship on up to apostleship and practice moving from believing in Jesus to including believing like Jesus. So it's been wonderful to be with you these 40 days. I look forward to the next 40 days and the journey that's ahead of us as we move towards Pentecost, and looking at a variety of really interesting topics, looking at how we can really move from us versus them to we, how to live in a we, how to live a we life in an us kind of us versus them kind of world. So it's going to be good, and I invite you to stay tuned, because Spiritual Mojo is something I need, something you need, to really maintain a positive attitude in a world that kind of wants to pull you down if you just pay attention to the negativity. But our message is that we transcend. Our message is that we are greater than that. Our message is that we are called to be uplifters and to uplift the world around us. So thank you so much for joining me on this Easter Sunday. Happy Resurrection Day. He is risen, risen indeed. Have a blessed Easter. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.